Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. This is going to be a quick video. I went to an auction. I got a couple of items, and where my son works, one of the guys was going to retire, and he had some of his personal stuff he used at work there, and I guess my boy bought a couple of them from him, and he brought them over and gave them to me. One of them was a Mitutoyo 0 to 1 inch micrometer, which seems to work alright. Boy, it's had a rough life, but it's got a preset inch millimeter, a hold, and a 0 and an ABS. Looks like they had it clamped in a stand or something, maybe checking stuff. And I'm not sure if this is to lock the thing in place or not, but whatever it is, it doesn't turn, and I was afraid I was going to break it. So until I find out some more about what that is, I'm going to leave it alone. And this button, I think, is for data. It has a data port here on the back. Got some little pins in there, and the battery cover's chewed up a little bit, but it works great. And I tried it on a couple different things, and it had the same reading as some of my other ones. So I don't have any digital ones. He also got me this one, which doesn't have a brand name on it, but it's also a digital one. It works fine. It's got a lot bigger numbers on it. It's got a ratchet here, and everything seems to function on it. There's no name on it anywhere. And it came with this little thing for the battery cover, which looks like an S, so I don't know if that has something to do with the brand or not. And it also has, run this out, a little piece that you slip on the, I don't know, I guess you call that the handle. It has a little ball in it. So that seems pretty nice. And I measured 2 or 3 things with the Mitutoyo and this, and every time they both come out the same reading. And I also got this one, which is a Pittsburgh Harbor Freight Jobber, and it doesn't agree with those. It's off, half an inch. I think it was about 1.5 different. So this one I don't have much faith in. I don't know what I'll do with this one. Use it for a C-clamp maybe. Got a nice case. Maybe I'll put the Mitutoyo in the case. And he also got me a Brown & Sharpe Duracal IP65, which I don't think works. As soon as you turn it on, it says calibrate, and I can't get it to get off of that no matter what I do. And I tried to do some research on the internet, and the only thing I found was somebody else that had one that said this, and they called Brown & Sharpe, and he says you're going to have to send it in to get it repaired. So I guess this one is, I don't know, nothing, I guess, useful. So that's it for those items. Now at the auction, I got this cool little water pump. It's a Homelite, little 2-stroke job. I can pick it up with one finger. And of course it didn't look like this when I got it. It was pretty much a mess. This primer bulb was petrified, and of course somebody at the auction tried to push it and it just crumbled. And the hoses were all broke off. And the fuel that was in the tank looked like maple syrup. So, cleaned the tank out. Probably should have made a video of it. Took this end off. Got to take that off to get the tank out. So while I had that off, I cleaned up the inside, which really didn't need much of anything. Got the tank cleaned out, put the new hoses on, and the carburetor looked really good. So I didn't mess with it. I just put this on, put it all together, pumped that baby half a dozen times, got the gas up in it. And the first pull it started. Couldn't believe it. And I took it down to the pond and put the hoses on it and fired her up, and she pumps fine. So, and I got that and a electric heater for $3. So, pretty happy with that purchase. The other jobber I got was this 10 amp Variamp 6 and 12 volt battery charger, which seems to work fine. Just needs a lot of cleaning up. And somebody added onto the cord. Apparently needed it longer, so they added a piece of extension cord, I guess. But the meter doesn't work. So I've got one of the digital volt and amp meters coming, so I'm going to retrofit that into this. So I might make a video of that or something. But this is just a quick video, show you some new additions to the shop. And I got this in another box full. I had a bunch of old wrenches and Allen wrenches and stuff in it. That was only $3 too, so pretty happy. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. See you next time.